Hey, today I'm going to teach you 5 English expressions you must know in order to sound like a native English speaker and be able to understand native English speakers. Now, all of these expressions come from my ebook, 100 English Expressions. You can get your copy by going to www.studywithtiffani.com or by hitting the link in the description. Now, are you ready to learn these 5 important English expressions? Well then, I'm Teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. All right, so our first expression is for the record. For the record. Now, this is a very important expression, so I want to make sure your pronunciation is correct. So after me, for the record. Excellent. Last time after me, for the record. Good job. Now, for the record is just used when you want to say something publicly and as a fact. Basically, you want everyone to know, hey, this is my thought, this is my opinion, this is my position, this is the truth, and I want everyone to know. In English, we say for the record. So let me show you an example sentence using this expression. For example, I am willing to say, for the record, that it has enormous value. One more time, watch how I use it. I am willing to say, for the record, that it has enormous value. Now, I can actually take it out of the sentence and the sentence will still make sense. Watch. I am willing to say that it has enormous value. Makes sense. But remember, for the record is used to state something publicly as a fact, to let everyone know, hey, this is my position and you don't have to doubt it. I am willing to say, for the record, so that everyone knows that it has enormous value. Makes sense, right? All right, let's look at the second example sentence. Just for the record, perhaps you'd like to tell me what you're doing Monday. Remember, we can take it out and the sentence or question will still make sense. Perhaps you'd like to tell me what you're doing Monday. Add it at the beginning. Listen, just for the record, just so that we're all clear, perhaps you'd like to tell me what you're doing Monday. Just for the record. And last, what about this one? For the record, it was she who approached me about such a deal, not the other way around. Again, making sure that everyone listening knows, hey, this is my position, my opinion, and I'm stating it as a fact. You don't have to doubt it. For the record, it was she who approached me about such a deal, not the other way around. I want you to know that, hey, it wasn't me, it was her. That's a fact. For the record. Makes sense. This is a very useful English expression, for the record. Now, the second one is also just as useful. The second English expression is for as long as I can remember. For as long as I can remember. So after me, for as long as I can remember. Excellent. Now, this expression just means to remember most or all of one's life. My memory about this person, this event, this topic, it really spans my entire life. The only thing I can remember is this, for as long as I can remember. So, first example sentence, here we go. Her family has lived in New York for as long as I can remember. I don't remember her living anywhere else. I don't remember there being a time that she was not living in New York. In English, we say, for as long as I can remember. So, for as long as I can remember, my niece has loved black beans. That's true. For as long as I can remember, her entire life, she's always liked black beans. So in English, we say again, for as long as I can remember. Now, what about this example sentence? For as long as I could remember, they've been together. For as long as I could remember, they've been together. I don't remember a time when they weren't together for as long as I could remember. Now, what about this last example sentence? They moved and have lived on the other side of the world for as long as I can remember. Now, you know that I lived in South Korea for about 10 years. That's a long period of time. So long that many people said, wow, for as long as I can remember, Tiff has been in South Korea when I was living in South Korea, because they couldn't remember a time that I was not in Korea. So the same is happening here. They moved and have lived on the other side of the world for as long as I can remember. Makes sense, right? Very simple, but very useful English expression. Now, I want us to look at the third English expression, to lose sleep over. Maybe you're wondering, Tiffani, teacher, what does this mean? Why are you losing sleep? Well, to lose sleep over just means to worry or stress about something that one can't sleep. You're worried or stressed about something so much that you cannot sleep. Now, let's imagine you're about to get married, right? You're getting married tomorrow and you're excited, but you can't go to sleep. You're losing sleep over whether you'll remember your vows. Will you remember to bring the ring? So many things are on your mind that you're not able to sleep. You're worried about your wedding day. You're losing sleep over it. Now, here's the first example sentence for this one. I lost sleep over the fact that I did not get the job I wanted. Think about it. You went to a job interview and they asked you a question in English. But you suddenly got a little nervous and you weren't able to answer it the way you wanted to. Then you went home. You got in your bed, but you couldn't fall asleep because you were worried about what happened. You lost sleep over the fact that you couldn't answer the English question. But I know after studying my lessons, you'll be able to do it. I believe in you. All right. So sentence number 2, the ending of our relationship has got me losing sleep over her. So this individual, he broke up with his girlfriend and he's losing sleep over the fact that, oh my goodness, we're not together anymore. He's losing sleep over the end of his relationship, worrying about what she's thinking about him. All right, so what about this one right here? Number 3. I'm losing sleep over sending my son off to college. My son, my baby boy, he's going to leave us and go to college by himself. I'm worried. I'm concerned. I'm losing sleep over sending my son off to college. Makes sense. Maybe you've lost sleep over a test that you have to take. Something that causes you to worry and inhibits you or stops you from getting sleep. All right, so again, we have to lose sleep over. All right, now what about this next one? Number 4. Oh, come on. One more time after me. Oh, come on. Excellent. Now, this is an expression that you'll hear very often in television dramas, in Netflix programs, or in movies. We say this a lot. Come on. Now, we use this to tell someone that we don't believe what they're saying or we don't take them seriously. Really? You ran 35 miles this morning? Come on. Again, we don't believe that they were able to run 35 miles in the morning before work. Come on, showing that we don't believe them or take them seriously. So let's check out this first example sentence. Here we go. Oh, come on. You can't be serious about this situation. Again, at the beginning, we're saying, oh, come on, showing them, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't take you seriously. You can't be serious about this situation. What about this example? Oh, come on. You're telling me you grew back a limb? Come on now. Again, unbelievable. We don't take you seriously. We say in English, oh, come on. Makes sense, right? Okay, now this last example sentence. Here we go. Oh, come on. You did not build this entire city by yourself. We don't believe that. Look at my facial expression. I look like, come on now. I don't believe what you're saying. In English, the expression is, oh, come on. I want you to start using it more often. All right, now the fifth expression, again, this is a great one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Now this expression, one more time after me. I'm just kidding. Good. Now this is used to soften a serious situation or insult by saying it was a joke. Hey. I'm just kidding. I wasn't serious. It was a joke. I'm just kidding. Now look at some example sentences. Here we go. Sorry to scare you like that. I'm just kidding. Like, I'm not serious. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Sorry to scare you like that. I'm just kidding. Next one. I'm just kidding. I didn't actually mean what I said earlier. I'm just kidding. And last one. Don't take what I say or do so seriously. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm not being serious. I'm just kidding. This is a very, very useful expression in English. Now, these 5 expressions will help you, but what you have to do right now is take a quiz. Yep, you got it. I want you to see how much you remember. So it's quiz time. All right, now, this quiz, I want you to pay attention. You only have 5 seconds for each question. So here's question number 1. Now, I'll remind you really quickly, we had 5 expressions. The first one, for the record. Second one, for as long as I can remember. Third one, to lose sleep over. Fourth one, oh, come on. And fifth one, I'm just kidding. So here's question number 1. Fill in the blank. Perhaps you'd like to tell me what you're doing Monday. Oh, come on now. I'll give you 5 seconds. Time. What's the answer? Come on, I know you know it. Exactly. Just for the record, perhaps you'd like to tell me what you're doing Monday. Excellent. Very, very good. All right, question number 2. Question number 2. I'm sending my son off to college. 5 seconds. Time. What is the expression that goes here? Excellent. I'm losing sleep over sending my son off to college. Very good. Very good. Let's reset our timer and go to question number 3. Her family has lived in New York, ... What's the answer? 5 seconds. Time. What's the answer? Excellent. For as long as I can remember. Very good. All right, now what about question number 4? Don't take what I say or do so seriously. Time. 3, 2, 1. All right, what's the answer? Come on, you know this one. Excellent. I'm just kidding. Very good. All right, now question number 5. You're doing so well. Let's see if you remember this one right here. Here we go. ... Can't be serious about this situation. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Time. What's the answer? Oh, come on. You can't be serious about this situation. Excellent job. You are amazing. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember, all of the expressions I taught you today, these 5 expressions you must know, come from my ebook, 100 English Expressions. You can get your copy by hitting the link in the description or going to www.studywithtiffani.com. They will help you sound more like a native English speaker. All right, I will see you next time. But as always, remember to speak English. You still there? You know what time it is. Come on, sing it with me. It's story time. Hey, I said it's story time. All right. So today's story is one that is close to my heart because it was a very emotional time for me. Now, you know, I lived in South Korea as an English teacher. I stayed there for 10 years. Now, during that time, I had the opportunity to study in university, to study and get my graduate degree. I got a master's degree in Oriental painting. Now, I'm American. English is my first language and Korean is my second. And Korean is a very difficult language. Beautiful, but difficult. And when I got toward the end of my graduate program, there was an exam that I had to take. The exam was completely in Korean and also included some Chinese characters. Here's the thing. Even studying in a graduate program in America is difficult. So the fact that I had to do it all in Korean was extremely difficult. I remember the day that I had to take the exam. Walked in and there were so many students in there, all of us nervous because we wanted to pass this exam and graduate. Well, I didn't pass the exam the first time. So I went a second time, 6 months later, and I failed again. 2 times I failed. I was sad, I was frustrated, I didn't know what to do. So I actually made the decision to come back to America for 6 months. For 6 months, every day of the week, I studied for about 12 hours for this test because I did not want to fail again. I failed twice, and now I was preparing to take it a third time. Now, when I flew back to Korea after the 6-month period, I remember the day I walked into the test room again for the third time. My heart was racing because I did not want to fail. I was given the test and it was placed in front of me and I put my name on it. And they said, "You may begin." And all of us took out our pens and pencils and started to write on the test. The only problem was I did not understand the question. And I started to sweat. Lord, I cannot fail this test. And I sat there for about a 10-minute period because I did not know what the question was asking. I thought about the 6 months that I had studied 12 hours a day during the week, and yet and still, I felt like I was going to fail a third time. But then all of a sudden I prayed and God helped me to realize what the question was asking. And I started writing really, really fast. And I finished the test. Now, the results for the test weren't going to come out until maybe a month or two later. So for about a month or two, I was working at an institute teaching English. But in the back of my head, I was worried about this test. I said, Lord, I studied so hard. I want to pass the test. And then the day came for the results to come out. I was so nervous. I was losing sleep over whether or not I passed the test because it was hard and I wasn't sure if I had studied enough. Then I got the results. I opened it up and it said Tiffani Claiborne, pass. It said it in Korean, but when I say I was overjoyed, I cried tears of joy because I had put so much effort into studying for this exam. 3 times, but the third time I was able to pass. Now, I wanted to encourage you with this story because sometimes you have to do things, whether it be for your job or for English tests, and sometimes you are worried just like I was worried. You lose sleep over if you're going to pass, if you did well enough, and it's really concerning. It's really frustrating. I've experienced the same thing. So if you failed once, failed twice, don't give up. Keep moving forward. I kept going and I was so happy that in the end I passed. It doesn't matter how many times you've taken a test. If you failed multiple times, what's more important is getting up and trying again. So I hope my experience encouraged you. You may lose sleep over these situations, but it's more important for you to just get up and keep trying. All right, I love you all. I hope again that you enjoyed today's lesson. Don't forget to get your copy of 100 English Expressions. The link is in the description, or you can go to www.studywithtiffani.com. I'll see you next time.